So this is the final presentation by Justin Williams. So introduction, water, the thing that's used for all life. Every living thing needs it to survive. However, it can be absolutely disgusting sometimes. So people have been trying to clean water for about 4,000 years. The first domestic water filters came out sometime in the 1700s, and they were made of stuff like wool and charcoal and sponges. It was real new stuff. But it wasn't until 1804 when the first ever municipal water treatment was designed in Scotland. Today, water filters are much more widespread. They're in all kinds of households, and what they do is just simple. All they do is they remove the contaminants from a source of drinking water to make it better for people to drink. Most of these filters, the ones that our group used, were pitcher filters. They look like regular plastic pitchers that you normally see. And their design makes it so that they're easy to use, and they're advertised as an alternative to plastic water bottles, and they're a lot more affordable. You see them. There's common traits between the filters, like ideally, they're easy to fill, they're pitcher shaped. This pitcher shape makes it easy to fit them in a fridge, so you can also cool the water down. There's two compartments. There's the part where you actually pour the water into, and and it stays there until it's filtered, and then the unfiltered water No, you pour the unfiltered water in the top, and it stays there until it trickles down through the filter, and the filtered water collects at the bottom. And a bunch of them are clear as well for some reason. For our project, our team tested 4 different types of filters. We had the Brita filter, the Naki filter, the IKT filter, and the Zero filter. On the surface, in my opinion, they all look exactly the same, much like these different Call of Duty games. But how well do they filter? Our group decided to test the filters by taking the ppm of a liter of water, the ppm being 1 part by weight of solution for every 1 million parts by weight of the solution, and we'd run that through the filter, and we'd measure the ppm afterwards and take the percentage difference, the percentage change between the ppms. After doing this 3 times with each filter, we took the average, and the final results were that I'm going to share with you were the average of ppm percentage changes. We found that the Brita filter had an average decrease of about 5.46 parts per million with every filtration. The Naki filter also performed similarly, though a little better, with about 8.33% average decrease per filtration. Next was the IKT filter. Shockingly, this one actually had more parts per million with every filtration. On average, it was an increase of about 5.41%. It was actually adding more solids into the filtered water with every pitcher. Finally, we had the Zero filter, which really earned its name because it had an average decrease of 96.5 parts per million for every filtration. Like, we were joking as we were testing this thing that, like, the Pope uses this to filter out the holy water for the Catholic Church. That's how amazing this thing was. And here you can see we've got a graph that just compares the performance of all the filters. You've got the Zero here with its liquid gold, up against Brita with its tap water adjacent and the Naki tap water adjacent. Meanwhile, I've got IKT, which is basically just toilet water, in my opinion. In conclusion, the performance of current water filters isn't as effective as they should be. Some of the filters don't filter out as much contaminants as they probably should, and others actually just add more stuff. The only one that really took out contaminants was the Zero filter. However, the water filters themselves do eliminate the need for more plastic water bottles, which helps the environment, obviously. As for the future of water filters, obviously these pitchers can be improved. They should be improved. Since we can see what they can do. They should be more effective at filtering out contaminants, but perhaps an even better improvement would just make filtered water come in other forms, other more accessible forms, like just having it come straight out of the tap, or filters that are just applied to the tap, and just having more water filtration facilities. Thank you.